XIII is here. Are you sure? There's no game on the screen. Oh, wait, there it is. Alright, back for more Final Fantasy XIII. I did do some more leveling this morning. Mahjong Soul is what Deceased Crive is streaming. Seems worth a look. Go for it. I'll be here. The home that oh no, I started too late. I won't be able to read all this. Beautiful place sound of nature, the long perils, journeys, wasteland photo of kind of is basically the burn from Final Fantasy XIV. Is return of the backside Jedi focus. The sea brands have not stopped advancing, and each passing second brings them closer to the moment of monstrous transformation. Urba, their last refuge of hope, is a hollow shell devoid of life. But they must continue on. They must follow the road to its inevitable boss fight that will be the end of Chapter 11 and start Chapter 12. Oh, nope, that was me just grinding a bunch in this so that we have levels. So that Hope doesn't die, even though he will, I'm sure. I also found that I had the material to upgrade her weapon and her weapon. Oh, actually, she should be wearing another thing. Right? Is paint... date... No. What's the thing that stops you from casting? I don't have anything that resists silence. Damn. Because there's a thing in here that silences Hope, and when he's silenced, he can't do a dang thing. We'll just give her whatever. Yeah, there's always, but there's... It's Twitch, right? There's always bots in every channel. Buy the consumable! My goodness, you're smart. That's why I keep you around. That's why I play Milana so good that you don't unsubscribe. So that you can tell me to buy the consumable. And as it turns out, this place is probably the worst place in the entire game to try to grind because there is no, like, zone line that you can cross. You have to go all the way back through the wastelands. Or come to the save point, quit the game, and start again. Sherp. Unicorn Mart. Is it fog? Is fog the thing that stops you from casting? I'm going to assume so. 5 mallets should be enough for any man. Buy items to fix your problem. There's nothing for you in the Twins Labyrinth. And so on. The other thing I did is I changed, paradigm number 4. I realized that it was dumb and redundant. That was the Medic Sentinel Commando. And I'm like, if we're in enough trouble that I want her on Sentinel and him on Medic, I'm not gonna care about the gauge. I'll just do the double Medic thing. And like, what I really want sometimes is to go 2 people attack while Hope heals. Actually, I guess I could have just as easily made it Lightning... Or no, Lightning still doesn't have Isuna, so I don't... I need Hope to be the healer in a situation like that, because sometimes I'm like, ugh, I want to keep attacking, but I also want them to not be slowed and terrible. He also knows Faith now, and I should be casting that, I guess, every time. Because both of... No, okay. She has to prove me wrong. She's going to run up and hit people with the stick now. But I'm like, they never actually attack. Even when I buff their weapons. They just cast spells, but sometimes I guess they do attack. I don't know why. Plus, I think there was something else that we were pretty close to getting. What was it? You got Faith and Bravery. That's what it is. He's close to having his 5 ATB gauge. She just got hers. There's Jeopardize, which boosts chain bonus. She totally completed Medic and doesn't have Asuna yet. I guess it'll be on the next one. So what we're doing right now is gathering up a bunch of stuff. There's a thing that needs to be fixed, and we're like, I know how to fix things from 200 years ago. All you need are some random parts from wherever, whatever you find. So that's what we're doing. I also thought that I had figured out a good way to beat that enemy that has the shell. It looks like once his shell drops, Fang can hit him with Deprotect, where he's immune to it while the shell is up, possibly. But it's still a long fight. It's also weird that this place forces this music to play, so you don't you don't get the combat music. Okay, so I already have this mission. Fight's also much easier now. I just have to go quickly now, quickly.
You're going down.
I don't know what it is about those enemies that makes them staggered off of everything that hits them. Like, I don't know why I can't just do that for all fights. Maybe I can. You don't know. Oh, you're listening to some other song. Yeah, whatever that is. That's not the game's music. No. I did it wrong. This isn't what I meant to do. Faith on self, bravery and faith on them, I suppose. Maintain the chain.
Thanks. Stay strong.
Oh, but he's slowed. Two of us are slowed. So yeah, now with the D-Protect on, he does take quite a bit of damage, but not enough to kill in one stagger, still. Especially when all of us are slowed. But is it enough to kill in one stagger? Almost. Can we finish him off like this? No, it does not appear so.
Don't give up. Hang it on.
Yeah, I think I've gotten more used to the idea that, like, I should be in Relentless Assault a lot for strong enemies like this. If there's a bunch of enemies, then I need her on Sentinel. For guys like that, well, especially, he just hits whoever he wants, especially Hope. Especially Hopeful calls for his mommy. See what happens when I talk like I know how to play the game? Then let's shell him. Even though these are all going to go away, because that's the other thing that this guy does, is debuffs people, I think. Yeah, you would think they would focus him all the time. It's like, because the two of them are like, well, guess I'll just wander off into the desert. Hope's not around to tell me what to do anymore. Better heal.
Now you'll see.
That time we got it in one stagger? Sure, why not? Oh, possibly because I correctly buffed us first. What a difference a buff makes. Still only 3,000 points. Terrible for grinding. Battery pack. Batteries still good after 200 years. What if that was their slogan? Our batteries are so good you could leave them on a shelf and come back to them a couple centuries later. Doesn't that make you want to buy them? Properly buffed up. What's this vampire gonna do against us? Summon a tornado won't help you. It doesn't summon the tornadoes, it just knows when they're going to happen. There was a great... What happened last night on Pitch Shifter's stream?
Thanks.
Something came up, and I said that, do you remember how many breads you've eaten, line from JoJo? And he was like, you made the joke before I could. What part was it in Phoenix Wright? Oh, it's the part where you run into Von Karma while you're in the evidence room getting the DL6 incident evidence. And he's like, how do you know my name? Who are you? And he's like, we were just up against you in court. And he's like, oh, I don't remember the name of every defense attorney that I crush. This calls for... Faith on me. Heal us maybe before Ryan dies?
Give up. Thank you.
Also, is there a special thingy in here? No. And they're weak to fire? You got it.
Face it head on.
Here I go Faragaing again.
Try this on for some. Yeah.
Strange fluid and ineffable fluid. Fluid that cannot be effed. It's a good thing it wasn't inaffable fluid, because then that would mean that it wasn't affable. That's no good. I think we're gonna do this. I see another multiple hand guy fights over there. It's a bunch of bismuth polystyrene. You put it on your audio cables so you get less interference. Alright, this should work. Right? But basically only if we get the drop on them. Nonsense. That's what he said. That's what he told me to slather all over my audio cables.
Facing head on.
He's dazed. Now he's okay. I know. And I forget if I mentioned, I actually, it turns out I do have one. Oh, don't you die on me. It turns out there was a third and fourth audio cable inside of the magic bag, and one of them does have the bismuth polystyrene. Tomorrow the thing should be arriving in the mail. The what was it called? What did I order? Ground loop noise isolator. Oh, this might not be pleasant. I don't know about this right here. Let's, This is an example of one where I do want her tanking, now that I think about it. Ah, but we staggered one. Yeah, never mind. No tanking. No tanking for anyone. Just kill him instead. What was I thinking? Well, it's because she successfully slowed all of them, maybe? One of them? That they're not really attacking us. See, center, what do you call it? Synergist and Saboteur are actually really strong. Oh no, wait, these are just Taxims. These aren't even vampires. What was I stressing over? Disregard everything. I don't even have to give those Taxims the time of day. Okay, well, I found a metal plate. Is the last piece even farther away? It must be. Boom. Blammo.
Give it your best shot.
Yeah, I guess that's another one where I should have just... Would we have been okay if I just attacked? I think, like, can I get them to attack if I give them bravery and then fire instead of faith? No, she still casts. Actually, I think it's because until the shield drops. After the shield drops, she'll start attacking. Because right now, it might even be immune to physical right now.
Now you'll see. You're gonna
Well, there was so... Well, you saw how many times in, like, Radiant Historia,
This'll be quick.
I would go like, oh, look, I've encountered a perfectly normal enemy. This is just a bear in the woods who does nothing except for be a bear,
Gotta stay in control.
and it would destroy me from the inside, from my soul. I want, like, now that I've played that, I'm curious as to whether I would like Final Fantasy X-2. Because X-2 was it wasn't the first one to have job changing. That would be, like, you can go back to 2 and 5 for that. But it was... After they gave up on job changing, you know, there was none in 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then X-2 was like, no, we're gonna have job changing. And I wonder if that's also satisfying to play or not really. A taming pole. Can I tame things with it? Or is the name a lie? Oh, it's a stagger lock. Okay. Merely a relica. Replica. We're going awfully far to find this thing. Did I make this up? Am I going the wrong way? I am going to believe that I'm going the right way. That's what makes me happy. Now you have to use one or the other. How do you like that? I buff at all? They're so weak. I get the enemies mixed up. Some of them I think they're strong, and they're not. Try to get in one butt. Like, I think that's the thing that I hate the most. Like, no, it's not really the thing that I hate the most. It's just annoying me right now because it just happened. But the fact that if I want to start on a different thing, I have to come in here and change it. I want to go, yeah, Ravager, Commando. That I don't have the option of entering the fight as whatever I want. But it's not like that would be good design. Like, you don't do that. Now we fight the vampire, but I don't have a way of buffing because that's my only synergist thing with him, I think. Let's find out. Yeah, I have nothing else. We can go like this and saboteur it. Probably need to heal.
This will be quick. Alright, what's this now? Boss fight? Boss hanging out at the edge of the universe? No, it's not boss music.
Come, day of wrath, O pulse the sea. Embrace thy fate, thine home to burn, that fallen souls might bear our plea to hasten the divine's return. O piteous wanderer, Ragnarok, make of this day a brave epoch. Deliver the divine, Ragnarok.
What? Sarah, how did you...
I was waiting for you to open your eyes. All the time I was asleep, I knew what was happening. I kept trying to think of a way to save Cocoon. Together.
Sarah?
You get it now. There are no gods with miracles to save us. No matter where you look. That's why we have to call one. Destroy Orphan. We'll save the world.
Stop it!
You can't do that. You love me too much. You do, don't you, Claire?
Enough already. Listen up. We are all shooting
Mark
for the
face.
same goal here.
So wait, do they not think it's her, or...
And the result of that
okay.
is this.
You son of a...
You betray your fal'Cie to chase after dreams and shadows. The world you claim to wish to protect now faces the end of days, with no hope of salvation.
I didn't think fal'Cie had the means.
Oh, it won't be fal'Cie who destroy her. For centuries now, Cocoon has provided generously for its human inhabitants every want and need. Coddled them, one might even say. The result being their deep-seated fear and hatred of change and all things alien. Fed, nurtured, and ready to detonate at the slightest spark. The seeds of destruction take root, even now.
What did you do to Cocoon?
I resigned, appointing Reigns as Primarch in my stead.
Reigns? He's alive?
The puppet is restrung to serve my needs. Yes, its eyes had long since turned to glass. Of course, the cavalry's eyes will see our friend as nothing more than a traitor to their cause. They'll say the fal'Cie got to him too, or some such drivel. And imagine when I spread word that it's Orphan tugging at his strings. What happens next?
You're gonna use the cavalry to take the thing out?
Perhaps. Or perhaps I'll feign the howling of Pulsian wolves and let the fear-addled sheep slaughter themselves first. Either way, the end is at hand. But what of yourselves? Will you enjoy the festivities beside me? Or perhaps... reach the end here, in the land where it all began?
If you were just going to kill me, then why did you tell me your evil plan? Also, does this guy have multiple things I gotta do? I bet he does. I bet I should also scan him. Oh, no, only one thing to target. Everything halved, that's no good.
Bring it on!
So we're gonna stagger him easily, but let's remain cautious. He looks different now, but there's still only one thing to target, so I'm gonna keep hitting it. Dabble heads, right side up. We did not manage a whole... I mean, we got like a sixth of his bar.
fal'Cie are supposed to help us. This battle is ours.
Careful now.
Give yourself.
Still only one target. Still not much to the fight other than he is hitting us with stuff. Actually, let's switch it up to diversity. That way I can both heal and Isuna while they hit him. This works. Occasionally go all out. Plenty of TP. I should probably summon now that I think of it.
Alexander! We need your strength!
Oh! Oh my god, he is! He absolutely is! I didn't know who you meant at first, but, Alright, Hope is gonna die, this is fine.
The world waits your salvation. Pitiless receive.
Alright, it's time!
Two can play at the look like a wall game.
Right, ready for battle.
Did I do that? I don't think that was an attack. I think a satellite just spontaneously fell out of the sky. I didn't have control over that at all.
I decide my fate.
That one seems really
Be
weak.
sorry.
What was the point? Maybe I should be selecting these. I've just been hitting auto, figuring that it would do the correct one.
No holding back.
I don't think it does. I think it just picks them at random.
Thank you.
Just begun.
Thanatosian laughter? That's so funny.
Waits your salvation.
Also, how did Thanatos get here? It's entirely the wrong video. Oh no. No, we're fine.
Thanks. This battle is ours.
Mason head on. Thank you. Bring it on.
Thanks.
Oh, Gareth, hello. Actually, that summon didn't do so good. Did it? It was mildly okay. Not great. I should heal a little bit this way. While I keep hitting him.
Thanks.
Enough.
Fit in a little bit more before the stagger ends. He's down to half health. I'm sure he's going to change form soon. Ruin my day.
Some things you just do. Valsyr's the supposed to help us.
Apoptosis. That's, what is apoptosis? I was gonna say cell death, but that's some other kind of osis, isn't it?
This battle is...
No, it was definitely apoptosis, not wait.
This battle is out.
Actually, which one was it?
I'll deal with you.
Destroy the world.
Bring it on!
Apoptosis is cell death. Always right. First right, every right. Nah, that's not what his ability said. Oh yeah, because he's about to... Here we go. This is it. This is where we finish him off, but not really, because he's still got a lot of health left. What? Somebody has done something very kind. Whoever that was, thank you very, very, very much. Anonymous gifter, gifting subs. Oh wait, their name is also an anonymous gifter. Or no, there's an anonymous cheerer in the chat. Delightful. Let's celebrate by killing a boss. The bot is going nuts. It doesn't know what to make of this strange and bizarre information that people are subbing to the channel.
Just begun.
I'll show you.
Okay, all right. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if it was like a raid by somebody who was like just going into random channels and doing that, or if it was a Twitch workaround. Like we're gonna have a make-believe guy who shows up at the channel to do the gifting. I guess I've never noticed that before.
Face it head on.
I'm just gonna assume it was Fated Oasis because we already have a command to thank him.
Valsyr's supposed to help us.
So if we assume it was Fated, then clearly I was prepared for it. See, it is apoptosis. I got it right. Although he's gonna kill us now? Maybe? No, we knocked him out of it. Also, didn't I say once upon a time that we were supposed to buff and debuff, and that's how you win this game?
Thanks. I'll deal with you.
Goes off. Alright, have a lot of fun. Serp, best of luck. Don't die like Hope is about to.
Some things you just do. Bring it on.
Hope is fine. Come on. She's gonna die if I don't switch.
Face it head on.
300 health. Okay, do it. Finish him. Put an end to this. There we go. 100,000? Oh, and Crystarium expand. Oh, good. We're gonna get to spend a lot of points now. Hopefully, get what do we want? We want Isuna for lightning more than anything.
The time has come. Allow me to extend my invitation. To save a people beyond salvation, there is only Ragnarok.
So we just fought him for a while, and then he was like, okay, well, I'm still fine.
Cocoon suffers. Release her from the pain.
Try not to crash this one into a mystery dimension. What's this? Oh, is this a special one?
So, this is the
Or
end of the
this
rainbow,
is
huh?
how we board.
Well, here's hoping the pot's full of tips on dealing with crackpot Fal'Cie.
You know, I don't remember this being here before. I guess it's new, huh?
Yeah, must be. I suppose it might be a record of what happened. You know, after we turned to crystal. Cocoon, where the slaves of Lindsay dwell, is the enemy of all life fostered by Pulse's sacred hand. So our Fal'Cie determined Pulse's will, chose l'Cie, and gave them a focus. Become Ragnarok and bring about the end of Cocoon. And so the beast arose, defeated Lindsay's hateful Fal'Cie, and prepared to tear Cocoon apart. But her providence betrayed our l'Cie, draining Ragnarok of strength. Their focus only half complete, the l'Cie were taken to the enemy's land by Bartandalus, curse his name. And the goddess said, l'Cie who rest upon Cocoon will reawaken, however long they may wait. And Ragnarok will rise again, to tear the land from its seat in the sky. Her word is absolute.
Guess the jig is up.
Cocoon's done for, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't sweat it. If we go ahead and smash Cocoon, you know some makers sure to roll up and save the day.
As long as Fal'Cie are around, this fight is never gonna end. So let's finish it. Let's get Daisley.
So what do we do about Orphan?
We help Orphan. What else can we do? If we can manage to keep it safe.
Another war breaks out somewhere down the road. We're l'Cie. It's not like we can make people stop fighting.
Wait, but what if we went back in time?
Lightning, you told me on Cocoon. It's not a question of can or can't. We just do it. That's our only choice this time. Maybe it won't do much. Maybe only one person will listen to us. But even then, isn't trying better than doing nothing?
Because ripples can make waves.
Okay, kids have gone crazy.
Revolutionaries always get cold crazy.
When I was on Cocoon, I wished on those fireworks. I wished to not let anything happen to Cocoon this time. But I shouldn't have wished for that. Wishes aren't enough. Prayers either. This time I'm making a promise. I will keep Cocoon safe. I promise. No matter what.
I guess it takes losing everything to make you see how much you have to fight for. Huh.
And we're the only ones who can do it, right?
Right.
Social distancing fist bump.
All right then.
Just the forearms.
Let's tie up loose ends.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,